gonna take it slow, and we gon' make it out this hole, and ain't nobody stopping us, no. So watch me as I go, watch me as I grow, and we ain't gonna take it slow, and we gon' make it out this hole, and ain't nobody stopping us, no. So watch me as I go, watch me as I grow, yeah, I'm the fucking show.
Welcome everybody to another episode of Monday Night Raw. I hope y'all are having a great day so far. We are exactly 1 week away from SummerSlam. It will be broken down into 4 parts, which I will explain a little bit later on in the episode. We have a sold out crowd here in Los Angeles, California. Let's get this episode of Raw underway now. Alright everyone, it looks like we are starting off another episode of Monday Night Raw with the US Champ to show off Dolph Ziggler. He already has one match on the SummerSlam card as he and Drew McIntyre will be taking on the Revival for the Raw Tag Team Championships. And he did mention in a backstage interview that he might be pulling double duty and also defending the United States Championship. So let's see what Ziggler has to say in regards to his US title. All of you may be wondering why Drew McIntyre and I got an opportunity at the tag titles last week. But you know what? The answer is pretty simple. We are the best new thing here on Raw. And yeah, I've been here for a while, but Drew hasn't. And he is the big deal here. He is the future of this company. And with my veteran status and my accomplishments, I will bring him to new heights. I see all of you wondering why I'm out here right now, and this is in reference to my US title. I will be defending my championship at SummerSlam as well, so I in fact will be pulling double duty come SummerSlam next week. But you know what? No one else in this company would be able to do something like that, but I've shown over the years how resilient I am. I will fight in as many matches as I physically can at SummerSlam, if that opportunity was presented to me. But you know what? I want to find an opponent to defend my title against at SummerSlam. Wait a second, the glass shattering. That is none other than Stone Cold Steve Austin, the legend and Hall of Famer, looking to interrupt the US champ here. We haven't seen Stone Cold Steve Austin in a few weeks, but the Rattlesnake is here and walking with a purpose. Standing right up toe-to-toe with Dolph Ziggler. So you're the supposed show-off, huh? The US champ. Well, in case you don't remember who I am Stone Cold Steve Austin, one of the best of all time. And you especially might have forgotten the fact that I beat the former champ Samoa Joe several weeks or a month ago, and that earned me a shot at the US title. So if you're looking for a fight at SummerSlam, you got it. Whoa, hold on. Hold your horses there, Austin. I didn't forget that you won that match against Joe. I was actually going to bring you out here on my own and say that I wanted to face you at SummerSlam for the United States Championship. I know that's not necessarily a dream match for most of you guys here today, but for me, knowing what you've done in your career here in WWE, it would be an honor to face you at SummerSlam. And before you say anything else, Steve, I want to know I look up to you, and you are one of the many reasons why I am here today and why I do what I do on a weekly basis. That's not exactly the response I was expecting when I came out here, but you know what, Dolph? You are a fine young man, and it would actually be an honor of mine to face someone like you at one of the biggest shows of the year. So I accept your challenge, but just know, when it's all said and done, the US title will be around my waist. And that's because Stone Cold said so. Right, some big words here. We have, it seems, another match on the SummerSlam card. Stone Cold Steve Austin now having a stare down with Dolph Ziggler. That'll be an interesting matchup. Let's move on to the rest of the show. Alright everybody, welcome back to Monday Night Raw. Our first matchup on the card will be Killian Dain of Sanity taking on one half of the former Raw Tag Team Champions, Breezango. It is Fandango taking on Killian Dain in this matchup. We heard moments ago from the US Champ Dolph Ziggler that he will in fact be taking on Stone Cold Steve Austin at SummerSlam for the US title. Now Killian Dain coming out here alone without the rest of his Sanity teammates, getting his first taste of one-on-one action here on Raw. The camera pans to his left. Wait a second. Fandango trying for a sneak attack, hits Killian Dain from behind. Kick to the back. Fandango realizes that he is at a major disadvantage in this match. Now going after the Beast of Belfast. Kick to the midsection of Fandango and a bicycle kick from Dane. He just takes Fandango down. He is slow to get up. And now goes for another bicycle kick, but misses. Fandango goes for a clothesline. Does not phase Dane at all. Another bicycle kick. Noticing a bit of a trend here over the past few weeks. Ambushing your opponent during their entrance has been a theme of late. Not quite sure why, but Killian Dain now, as this match is official, hits Fandango with a drop kick. Hasn't even taken his jacket and bandana off yet. Now Fandango trying to take control of this matchup. Takes Fandango down. Killian Dain trying to maintain control here, but as I was trying to say before that ambush took place, and then I mentioned in the show intro in regards to SummerSlam, pay-per-view will be broken up into 4 parts instead of the typical 3 that we do for a pay-per-view, as Killian Dain nearly takes Fandango's head off. And part 1 will be on Sunday, followed by Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday being parts 2 through 4, usual days that we upload Universe Mode here on the channel, as Killian Dain continues to control and dominate Fandango. And just as we say that, Fandango with a gut buster takes the big man down. So Sunday will begin SummerSlam. We have 11 matches on the card at the moment. I think the first 3 parts will each have 3 matches, as Killian Dain kicks out of the first pinfall attempt of the matchup. Fandango trying to maintain momentum here. Killian Dain now Irish whip. Fandango in the corner, and a big splash from the Beast of Belfast, nearly squashing Fandango, and another big boot to the face. Fandango very slow to get up now. He may possibly be injured, especially following that huge boot to the face. Fandango not even moving, and Killian Dain just continuing to stomp away. And a big clothesline takes him down. Killian Dain with a big right hand uppercut, stunning Fandango, and there's another one. Big boot again. Killian Dain just toying with Fandango at this point. And another right hand to the jaw. Kick to the midsection of Dane. Fandango now trying to fight back, and that gets squashed right away. Killian Dain with a big right hand. Picks him up and slams him right down. Fandango clutching his lower back. Killian Dain with a cover. Will this be at 1? No, Fandango powers out. The crowd trying to will Fandango to his feet. Dane picks him up once more. Big uppercut. Just chest first into the turnbuckle. Fandango now with an Irish whip of his own. Elbow to the face by Dane. And another uppercut. Kick to the face by Fandango. Clap to the ears now. Fandango now with a bit of a comeback. Now elbow to the face of Killian Dain, goes for a spinning heel kick but misses. Kick to the midsection. This is not good for Fandango. Picks him up. And just slams him right down with a power bomb. Killian Dain very, very strong. He is the muscle of sanity, and another uppercut to Fandango. Dane sent him to the corner. Chop to the chest, gets blocked, and one big one of his own. Fandango onto the apron. Picks him up over the head, belly to belly, just launching him through the air. Picks him up, turns him around. Not good for Fandango. Killian Dain going for the Ulster plantation into the pin. 1, 2, 3, and Killian Dain picks up a huge victory here on Monday Night Raw. His first singles matchup is successful. He did not need the help of Sanity at all. They trusted him to do the job on his own, and he came through. Fandango had some moments early on where he could have put the match away, but Killian Dain was just a bit too powerful for Fandango. And then an Ulster plantation ends Fandango's night. Big victory for Killian Dain of Sanity, as Sanity looked to rebound after their tag team loss last week to Ziggler and McIntyre. So Killian Dain getting Sanity back some momentum. And we're going to get ready for tonight's main event. Alright guys, time for tonight's main event, and it will be Samoa Joe in action. You saw what he did a couple weeks ago, or last week, to Seth Rollins, and then what the Usos, who will be in Samoa Joe's corner, did to Roman Reigns. They've had issues with basically the Shield over the past few weeks, and we heard in a backstage segment, or interview rather, that Samoa Joe attacked Seth Rollins because he is not too happy about having lost Superstar of the Year last year to Seth Rollins. It was a close vote, but the Architect came out on top in the end. Samoa Joe not too happy about that. He has not been happy about much lately, especially after losing the US title to Dolph Ziggler a couple weeks ago. So Samoa Joe has a mutual hatred for the Shield, as do the Usos. So they will be in Joe's corner as he takes on the big dog Roman Reigns. So it'll be interesting to see this big clash between Samoa Joe and Roman Reigns as the Shield make their way down to the ring. Signature entrance through the crowd on the left. The Universal Champion Dean Ambrose on the right. The Architect Seth Rollins, and behind both men is the big dog Roman Reigns. Shield always know how to make a grand entrance. You can see their sold out crowd on their feet for three of the best superstars on Monday Night Raw and in the whole company. Seth Rollins, former Universal Champion. Dean Ambrose, current champ. Roman Reigns, former US champ as well. So the accolades continue to build up for the Shield. And Ambrose has a huge match next week at SummerSlam, as he will be defending his Universal Championship in a rematch against the Drifter Elias. So it'll be interesting to see if maybe the Drifter gets involved in this match in some way, as Ambrose looks to pick up some momentum heading into his title defense next week. So we have the Shield in the ring now. Roman Reigns versus Samoa Joe, closing out tonight's episode of Raw. If you guys have not already dropped a like, be sure to do so. Now comment your thoughts on the episode below. Let's get this matchup underway. Samoa Joe, wasting no time, hits the big dog with a drop kick. You see Jimmy and Jey Uso loving that on the outside. It's quite the trio with the between the Usos and Samoa Joe. Roman Reigns pushes him off. Big shoulder tackle takes Joe down quickly. Roman Reigns continuing the offense. Stomp to the right arm. Takes him a look at the power, the double clutch. Powerbomb there by Roman Reigns. And a headbutt keeps Samoa Joe down longer now. Pulling him away from the ropes. An elbow right to the inner knee. Joe trying to fight out of it. Roman going for a vertical suplex, and Samoa Joe turns it around into one of his own. And a big kick to the back of Roman Reigns' head. Dragon Screw takedown takes Samoa Joe down now. Both men going back and forth. Back body drop. Roman in some trouble. Goes for a right hand on the left from Roman. An elbow to the back of Samoa Joe and a second one. Jey with a huge a distraction rather. Taking Roman's focus off of Joe for the moment. Gets him in a roll up. Joe for a cheap win. 1, 2-0. Roman looking to turn it around. 2-0. Samoa Joe fighting out. Things almost broke down here following the Jey Uso distraction. Big right hand from Roman Reigns. Samoa Joe up to his feet, hits a drop kick. So Roman rolls out of the ring with Ambrose and Rollins there on both sides, knee to the midsection of Joe. Roman with another shoulder tackle. Gets picked up by Reigns, goes for a Superman punch. Roman looking to put this matchup away. Samoa Joe in trouble, goes for the spear, but no, turns it into a DDT as the referee gets distracted by the Usos once again. Stiff kick to the back. Turns him around. Uranagi by Samoa Joe. Into the cover now. 1, 2, and Roman kicks out. Samoa Joe not too pleased about that call by the referee. Turns him around again. Locks in the Coquita clutch. And has it now. Legs wrapped around the throat of Roman Reigns, or the sides, and the arm. No, Roman powering out as I stumble over my words. Headbutt to Joe. Breaks a submission hold. These two going to war here. Midsection shot there by Joe. Roman going for a leaping clothesline. Takes the big Samoan down. Again, I mentioned that during the Usos' attack on Roman several weeks ago that the Usos are, in fact, Roman Reigns' cousins, so it's quite interesting to see them on opposing sides. Big uppercut by Joe hits Roman with a drop kick. Now just trash talking the Shield on the outside as the Usos toss in a steel chair. The referee has yet to see it. Combination strikes from Samoa Joe. Distracting the referee again. Joe picks up the chair. The referee still looking in Joe's direction. The Usos very, very excited and fired up. Now that Samoa Joe is in control of Billy Clothesline. Wait a second, folks. Roman Reigns rolls out of the ring. I'm now receiving word that Edge has booked another match. Now that we do have 11 matches, we had 10 before, so that was my miscalculation. And now another match added to the SummerSlam card next week. It will be Samoa Joe and the Usos taking on Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and now Edge actually reveals now that it won't be Dean Ambrose with the rest of the Shield in that matchup, as he will be defending the Universal Championship against Elias. He does not want his main champion to be having 2 matches at SummerSlam, so the rest of the Shield, Reigns and Rollins, will need to find another opponent to take on the Usos and Samoa Joe in a 6-man tag match next week at SummerSlam. Turns Roman Reigns around. Samoa Joe looking for another Coquina clutch. So another huge match on the card. Roman immediately powering out. Breaks the hold. That's the second time in this matchup. It's one of the first, or like 2 of the first times that someone's actually broken that submission hold by Samoa Joe. Roman, big head of steam there, goes for a Superman punch. And Jay now with another reversal. That might have just been the end of Samoa Joe right there. Roman breaking his focus there for a moment, regains it, goes for the spear, close range. See the replay again. Usually he has some more distance between himself and an opponent to do it, but wasting no time. Reigns, huge victory now, and the Usos again with a distraction. That would have just been that matchup in a nutshell if Jay did not get involved again. Joe with a big reversal now. Clothesline takes Roman out of the ring. What a main event. Now knowing that 6-man tag match is set for SummerSlam as Jay is ejected from ringside. Jimmy's still there though. Roman nearly getting counted out as the referee's count continues. Samoa Joe just taunting away, trash talking the big dog as this big clash continues. Joe with a full head of steam now as well. Big boot to the face of Reigns. Now with Dean having to be preoccupied defending his Universal Championship against Elias at SummerSlam. We'll be interested to see who Roman and Seth pick as their partner for this 6-man tag match. Comment down below who you guys think they will pick, or who you guys would rather they pick as a partner. Roman Reigns fighting back, left hand to Joe. Going for a roll up. But no, going for that double clutch. Sit out power bomb again. Roman Reigns with that strength and toughness. Samoa Joe takes him down with a quick drop kick. Turns him around, going for the Uranagi, and slams him right down. Cover on Reigns. 1, 2, 3, and that does it. Samoa Joe with a tremendous victory here in tonight's main event, despite Jey Uso being ejected from ringside. His interferences and distractions helped Samoa Joe with the win over Roman Reigns, so he gets a huge win here. Samoa Joe with the dangerous look in his eyes. He is not finished with the big dog, just continuing to stomp away as we end Monday Night Raw. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, and all that fun stuff, and we'll see everybody tomorrow on SmackDown Live.